You like me. You like me. You like me. You like me. You back for video number 2 on Fitness Friday. You like me. You know. Y'all, I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. Is it Friday? It's Friday. This video coming out on Friday. Let me say that. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you are a new subscriber, because I'm assuming you about to hit that subscription button, hey, grab a snack, get comfortable, chill with me for a little bit. If you are a returning viewer, hey boo, hey, what's up? Welcome back. Today on Fitness Friday 2, I'm going to do a couple things, and I'm going to also be laying out what you can expect for every video. So first and foremost, I will check in with you about my weight. Last week on Saturday when I weighed in, your girl lost 4.9 pounds. Thank you. We're just gonna say 5, but because I want to be honest on camera, I'm gonna give it to you right. 4.9 pounds. This week's win, and so when I say this week, I'm referring to Saturday through the following week. Since I post these on Fridays, Saturday is kind of like the end of my week. So I weigh in on Saturdays, then my week starts Sunday, and then it'll go Sunday through Saturday. And so that's probably confusing. But when I say this week, just know it's the week that we are just finishing. My wins include 1, going to work out every day. Some days I did workouts at home. Some days I got out. Every day I've gone for a walk. Let me say that. Some days I worked out at home and I went for a walk. 2, I brought in my birthday with the workout at home from a young lady that I follow. I'll have to tag her Instagram right here. And then I also went for a walk. 3, my third win, is that I am posting another video. And the reason why this is a win for me is because when someone shares their fitness journey with you, essentially what they are doing is they're making something that you can see without them telling you public. What do you mean by that, Alicia? I mean that if I chose to cheat on my healthy lifestyle change, was just forget it. Coronavirus has me in a house. I'm fitting to make cakes, ice cream, eat everything I want. No matter how many videos I post, you all will see without me saying it that I'm clearly not doing everything I may be saying. So maybe I'm working out, but I'm out eating so much that it cancels each other out. Nonetheless, I can't hide my progress or my regression. I can't hide it. So it's very personal and it's very difficult when someone chooses to share this with you, because it puts them up for public display to be critiqued. And it just also means that they have to be extremely honest with you. Since you all are going to watch my body shape, form, and all of that, I have to be honest with you and say when it's difficult, when I have fallen off the bandwagon, and when I'm doing extremely well, because my body speaks before I do. And so I think that was number 3. And then last but not least, I think that's it. I think those are my 3. So working out on my birthday was a win, because, birthdays are the days that you're allowed to cheat. But I feel like I still got up and was like, I want to start my birthday by setting the tone for what this year is about to be and what my life means to me. And I do want it to mean discipline and me taking care of my temple. Working out every day is a win for me, because it's not something that I did growing up. It's not something, I don't come from a family that worked out a lot or that made health a priority. And 3, posting this video is me being consistent and sharing a very personal space with you. So those are my wins for this past week. The goals for this coming week, this is me choosing to word obstacles or things in areas that I dropped the ball in a more positive light. This is me demonstrating the importance of how we talk to ourselves about ourselves. So I could just say, my obstacles this past week was that I just have so many cravings. That's the truth. It's not a negative truth. But instead, I want to shape my language around obstacles on this journey as what is my goal for the next week, because I plan to continue this the next week. And my goal for next week is to track. I've been doing Weight Watchers for years, and so it's really easy to kind of find loopholes in anything that you've grown accustomed to. And Weight Watchers has changed so much over the past few years. And so I just feel like I've gotten so busy that I just don't want to write what I'm eating. I just know, like, oh, I know eggs and oatmeal is good in the morning. I know a salad and a piece of meat is good at lunch. I know, a burrito with a little bit of rice but more lettuce and meat is good at dinner. Like, in my mind, I know I'm making good choices, but that doesn't mean I'm not overeating portion wise. And so my goal for this coming week is to stop playing and to track, okay? And tracking helps you become more mindful with what you eat. When I was tracking years ago on Weight Watchers, I realized that I am a snacker. Even though I'm a thickie, I think what has caused me to remain a thick woman is that I can go without meals, but I'll snack so much. So I'm like, I want some ice cream. Oh, you know what? I want some chips. You know what? I could do a ginger ale and a brownie. I could use a little peanut butter jelly. Like, just like probably out of boredom, being anxious about something, a distraction, and so I just want to track. I want to get back to tracking so that I can set even bigger goals for myself in the weeks to come, knowing that I'm eating within my healthy weight range. And this leads me into the question/thought of this video. Where do I start, and is this sustainable? I was having a conversation with some friends a couple days ago, and one of my friends, she's a mom, and we were talking about how she follows a fitness vlogger who she has like 2 or 3 kids, she's married, and she goes to the gym twice a day. I'm gonna bring this camera to my face so that you understand me when I say this. No. I don't, and this could change, this desire could change. I don't ever want to go to the gym twice a day. Now, do I ever have moments where I'm like, a workout would be really good right now? Yes, because you can absolutely get addicted to working out. It is a stress reliever. It feels good. It's nice. Once you get in the hang of it, you look forward to it. But I don't think you need to work out twice a day. Not if you're trying to make this a lifestyle, because that's not sustainable to me. It can be something you do if you have a trainer or someone who babysits your kids, or you have that type of time on your day. But the goal of this lifestyle that I want to promote is that working out can be a part of your day, and everything else that you need to do can function and flow just as usual as well. And so sustainable means that you are able to maintain at a certain rate or level. And so where do we start so that we can sustain this for a long period of time? That's the question. How do I create a lifestyle that when I become a mom, though it may require some adjusting, I can still kind of like boom, boom, boom. Or if I get married, which would happen before I become a mom, boom, boom, boom. If my career changes, boom, boom, boom. If my money changes, boom, boom, boom. If my living situation change, boom, boom. How can I make being healthy sustainable? I know that this is important because when I look back at my videos, I can see where I will get on here with the right intent to share with you all, hey, I'm in the gym, and then life will change. My course load would pick up. My job and its demands would pick up. I would get in a relationship. Things would change, and it would make the things that I put in place something that I couldn't sustain, right? And so I want to tell you a few places that you can start that will help this process be sustainable. This will look different person to person. So find yourself within the spectrum of the ideas that I'm suggesting, but understand that this channel is not promoting like the goal of losing, 50 pounds in a week. No, I have absolutely settled it in my spirit that while I'm a thickie, which I will always be, but while I have love handles and I have a belly and I have a gut and I have some little flap, I'm good. Like, I'm attractive, I'm beautiful. I'm not rushing to this number on the scale, which puts me in a lot of pressure to look a certain way. I'm not rushing preparing for a trip or a dress. I want this to be a lifestyle, meaning no matter what I'm doing, no matter where I go, I'm training myself to make choices that publicly say, I love me, that declare I want to live long. I want to live a long time. Okay? So here are some ideas to sustain you in your health journey and where to start. The first thing I want to tell you is that you want to pick your own increments in the things that you're picking. So what do you mean by that, Alicia? I mean that as you add goals to your journey, like for me, I like to challenge myself to 1 or 2 things a week. That's it. Because I feel like it's more successful when I take my time. I feel like I'm developing like I'm building my toolbox, right? So how many of us have toolboxes and we don't know how to use all the parts and pieces? It's because we were given everything. And it's like, oh, I know this one, I'm just going to use a screw. Well, I know the hammer. And you're not using all these other things. And so you're missing out on like the beauty of all the tools that you could be using. Okay. So the first thing I say is start small. Pick one thing. Pick one thing that you can handle changing and commit to it for a week. That's my increment. For you, it might be 3 days. For you, it might be 4 days. But you set the goal that will make you feel most accomplished. And I'm telling you, a week should be the maximum increment. I think if you say a month, then that's a long time to say, I'm going to go without this. So let me give you some examples. The first one is like cut off soda. So I went grocery shopping, I want to say 3 weeks ago, and I brought a 6-pack of ginger ale, like the miniature bottle ones. I love ginger ale. If you know me, you know that that is like my drink of choice. I also feel like when I don't have a soda to drink after certain meals, acid reflux, I will burp and I'll feel like I'm about to throw up. So I brought this 6-pack of soda in my mind thinking, okay, this is just for emergency purposes. Emergency purposes meaning if I really have a meal that is just not working, like I just cannot like move forward after this meal because I feel like I'm burping so much, or I feel like I need something to settle my stomach. Okay, I'm gonna drink ginger ale. Y'all, I think I have only drank 2 of them, and I think one of the 2 is in the refrigerator half full. Because I've set it in my mind that I want to go the entire week without drinking soda, but I knew that if I needed it, not if I wanted it, but if I needed the soda, it was available to me. So that's an example of starting small. Pick one thing and then say, I'm going to go without this for the week. Or you might say, this week, right? So this is before the ginger ale, I brought a case. I think the case had 5 sparkling juices. So it still gives me that soda effect. And I was like, 5 meaning I only get 1 of these per day. It was something like that. I can't remember. But the point is to ease your way into this lifestyle so that you can sustain it. Okay? Other ideas include the gym. Okay. So for me, I am a person, I want to say it's a creature of habit. I need to make sure that's the right terminology, but I'm a person where certain behaviors won't take effect unless I'm doing it every day. So when I said, okay, I'm ready to start going to the gym, I needed to go every day. Now, this is what people don't know. When I first start going back to the gym, the demand in my head is not about what I do at the gym. It's about getting in the gym and spending at least 15 minutes there. That's it. So for you, if you're trying to create a habit or a lifestyle of incorporating the gym, you might say, this week I'm going to go to the gym twice. And I will work out a minimum of 15 to 20 minutes. And so, of course, to the world that's gym freaks and gym fanatics, that's nothing. You're not going to burn any weight. You're not going to lose weight. But understand that that is a win for you because you didn't used to go, let alone your body did not have this intentional exercise happening in your week. That's a win. And so then after that week, you go the next week and you say, okay, this time I want to double it, or this time I'm going to do 3. I'm going to go to the gym 4 times this week for 15 minutes. Because I guarantee you, trust me when I say this, you're going to eventually get to a place where you're like, I want to stay longer. You may even start staying longer when you go, but the pressure isn't there, and you don't feel like a failure when you don't stay past 15 minutes. So you might say, I'm gonna go 4 times for 20 minutes, because technically that's how many minutes? That's 20, 40, 60, 80 minutes in a week that you never used to work out intentionally, that you have now carved out to work out intentionally. Another thing that you can do is for meal prepping. I hate meal prepping. I've said this, I'll say it all on the mountaintops. I live by myself, so I have a little luxury of being able to eat what I want when I want it. Meal prepping annoys me because I never want the same thing by day 3 or 4. Like, and it can be my favorite meal. Get it out of here. I'm tired of it. And I know I'm not trying to sound ungrateful. I'm not trying to sound like someone who's just wasting money, but that's a luxury that I have because I live alone and I don't have kids and I'm not married. And so I'm acknowledging it. I'm saying, like, meal prepping is annoying to me because I won't eat it. I'm like, oh, if I see another piece of rice and chicken and broccoli by day 3 or 4, it's annoying to me. And it doesn't feel sustainable. When I do have a husband and kids, I don't think my kids are going to want the same meal every day of the week unless we are in a bind with money and we're just trying to make ends meet. If they can have a variety, I want them to have a variety. So with that, I was saying, you know, maybe instead of meal prepping for the week every meal, maybe you'll meal prep, or you have in your mind, this week I am going to commit to having a healthy breakfast. Every day this week. I don't know what lunch looks like. I don't know what dinner looks like, but I'm going to start my morning with the protein, with some oatmeal, and with a glass of orange juice or a bottle of water every week. Because believe it or not, you are teaching yourself to make healthy food choices by making sure this one meal is taken care of. And then the week after, you're going to do that for lunch. So now you know what a healthy breakfast consists of. So breakfast is a no-brainer at this point. So lunch becomes the next assignment. Okay, every day this week for lunch, I'm going to have these as options. And so sometimes when I go grocery shopping, I like to have 3 different meals that I can play with. So if I have tuna, I could do a tuna salad sandwich. I could do tuna macaroni salad with the noodles. And then, okay, that's 2 different meals. And maybe I'll have the choice of peanut butter and jelly. And maybe I'll have the choice of a cold cut. And maybe I'll have the choice of a salad. Maybe I'll have a choice of soup, something like that. But I want to know, what are my options with the things I have in my house to get through this week pertaining to lunch? Because breakfast is now a no-brainer. I know what I like for breakfast. I've been doing it all last week. Then by week 3, I have now a regiment for breakfast, a regiment for lunch, and now the goal is to get through dinner. Something healthy for dinner. This is starting small and building small, but it's still building. It is still adding up. Another goal could be this week, I'm going to make sure I get in 3 bottles of water. I know people say drink 8, drink a gallon. You have to be honest with yourself. If you're not drinking enough water as is, start somewhere. This week, I'm going to drink at least 3 of these, which means maybe for every meal, before I have it, I'm going to drink a bottle of water. Your choice. But it becomes sustainable when you set goals that are small, but they create behavior. I hope that makes sense. The last 2 things that I had on my list is get some rest. In order to create a healthy lifestyle, you must be getting rest. When I am not well rested, I make poor choices the next day. And when I make poor choices on one day, it pours into my second day. And before you know it, I've made poor choices all week because I never caught up on sleep. Please make rest a priority. It will help you tremendously in having the motivation to get up and exercise and making good food choices and even having time to prepare your food choices. Sleep is crucial. Trust me, I'm someone who will compromise my sleep sometimes, but when it comes to like really trying to meet different goals, I have learned that if I'm not in the bed, I'm not going to be successful the next day. And then last but not least, and then I'm going to end this video, mind your business. What do you mean? Stop looking at other people's health journey. This is your health journey. Focus on your wins, your body, the desire that you want to see, the shape you want to craft, the way you want it to look, and how much time you're giving yourself. Mind your business is one of the best things. Minding your business is one of the best things you can do when you are focusing on your temple, because you're not allowing other people to pressure you into doing things a certain way, right? Because I have learned on this health journey that a lot of people have self-esteem issues and they project, or I hate to say this, but maybe they're in such a rush for the scale to reflect a certain number that they are willing to take extreme measures. And I'm over here like inches falling off, taking my time. I see you running backwards. I see you doing flips. Oh, you can fly while you're jogging. I didn't know that existed. Do your thing. Because I'm taking my time. I'm trying to build something that I can continue for years to come, and not just getting ready for summer 2020, but I'm trying to get ready for every summer, because what I'm doing is sustainable and it'll keep me in the race longer. Okay, so I'm sorry this video was so long. I really want our videos for Fitness Friday to stay within 12 minutes, but we'll see. The topics change, and for whoever this is for, it's for you. And so I hope you got what you needed. But remember, we want sustainable. We want this to be a lifestyle, not for a season, not for a little bit of time. We want something that lasts. And so it means it looks like a slow build in the beginning because we are so used to instant results. But I do believe that the turtle can teach us something, in the fact that when other people experience burnout because they didn't start small, the turtle just gets across the finish line intact. Okay? All right, y'all. I will see you next week. Have a wonderful day.